Go ahead and open up your instance in AWS. We're going to go ahead and choose Debian 11. Tactical requires at least 3 gigs of RAM, so we're going to go ahead and choose the T2 medium. Next, we're going to go ahead and create a security group. Usually we'll restrict SSH to our own IP. I'm leaving it anywhere for now, and then allow HTTPS traffic as well. 40 gigs of storage should be fine for less than a couple hundred agents. And we're going to launch. Oops, don't forget to choose a key pair. Go ahead and get connected via SSH. Don't forget to use your SSH key pair and you should be connected. Now note that you are signed in with the username of admin. To match up with the docs, we are going to have to change that. Before creating the tactical username, we are going to get the system up to date. So let's do our sudo apt update and install the basic requirements that we're going to need and upgrade. Notice the new kernel, so we're definitely going to be rebooting. Part of the updates looks like it's trying to do a upgrade of the SSH configs, so we do not want to wipe that out. That means our SSH keys would be gone, so we need to make sure that we keep the existing. Go ahead and reboot. If we were self-hosting Debian, usually reboots are 5 to 10 seconds at most, but since it's AWS, it seems to be quite a bit longer. And we're back in. So next is we're going to be creating our tactical username for use from here on out. Step 3 is all about Firewall, and since we're in AWS, we're going to go ahead and skip that step. If you do need to adjust firewalls in AWS, you're just going to go down to your security groups and adjust. And next step is public DNS. I'm going to go ahead and log into Cloudflare. We're going to create RMM2, API2, and Mesh2. Let's go ahead and get the IP address of the server. Don't forget to turn the proxy off. All right, we've got our DNS set up. Next, we're going to be going ahead and creating our user. Notice that we're currently signed in with the username of admin, so we need to go ahead and create. Then download and run the install script. Look at that installation go. Alright, we've gotten to the point where we're doing the wildcard cert request from Let's Encrypt. So we're going to be going ahead and copying this key, and we're going to be creating that in our public DNS interface. Using Cloudflare usually means that your DNS records will be public within about 5 to 10 seconds. So if you just take 2 breaths or a drink on your beer, you'll be ready to go. If you weren't certain that the records had updated, you'd need to log into a different Linux box and run the commands from the docs to verify that they were public. If you see cleaning challenges, it means it's succeeded and it's moving on. Let's create the tactical user that you're going to be using to sign into the web interface. Let's go ahead and capture that 2-factor code. Either copy the code or use the camera and load it into your 2FA TOTPA app. At the end of the installation, you get given a whole bunch of Mesh Central usernames and passwords, as well as Django URLs. Definitely make sure that you capture all that information just in case you need it later. At this point, your tactical installation should be fully operational, and it's ready to sign in using the web interface. Once you're in, you're going to go ahead and be asked for your first client and site. Go ahead and enter that. Congratulations, you now have a fully operational tactical install. Let's go ahead and do a new installation of an agent. So we're going to go ahead and go up into agents, and it's recommended to do deployments. That way you can control auth codes and be able to nuke them after the fact. All you got to do is copy the URL at the end and open a web browser on your agent and download and install. You see tactical inside of Task Manager, you know it's running. Make sure that you select the Mixed tab across the top so you can see it, since we selected a workstation. Go ahead and open Remote Background to test Mesh. There it is, and you're good to go.